Welcome to Table of Contents. On this week's episode, we are talking about our most anticipated reads of 2025.
Yes. A nice follow-up from our favorites from last year.
Yes. So we're just going to talk about the book, let you know when it comes out, and we have some points on, well, do I have points on? I didn't write down points of like why I'm excited to read it, but like once I read the description, I will know.
Sure.
It'll come to me. Do you have like just a description of?
Yeah. I kind
Yeah.
of did what the author described the book as is gonna be.
Yeah, that's what.
Brief. Yeah. Like it's probably gonna be what's at point on the black back cover of the book or the blurb.
The blurb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have is like the blurb.
Yeah.
I
kind of stole the Goodreads blurb for a lot of these.
I stole the Goodreads blurb for because I wanted to make sure that I got it right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, you go first.
Let me go first. Okay. So these are in like no particular order.
Yeah, neither are mine.
Okay.
I put them in as I found them.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing. Okay, so my first one is called Firebird by Juliet Cross, which comes out on April 8th. I have a lot of March and Aprils that are coming out that I'm excited about. So this one is House of the Dragon meets From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. An epic, scorching, dark romantasy.
Oh, a romantasy.
Yes, it's a romantasy. We're starting out strong.
Who would have thought?
So I'm just gonna like read the description and then we'll go from there. A conqueror captivated, a witch prophesied to save them all in a world where dragons rule Rome. So from the moment Roman general and nephew to the Emperor Julianus Dacia, it's Dakkia. Dacia?
That's what I would say.
Okay. I don't know Roman names. Laid eyes on Melina, he was enthralled by the Dacian dancer. Years later, the fierce beauty stands before him on a scarred battlefield, her life in danger, and he instinctively shifts into fierce dragon form to save her, an action that may mean his head on the imperial gate. But he and his dragon know one thing, that she belongs to them, and Melina can't believe that the Centurion who had once bestowed a secret talisman on her is the Roman general of legendary brutality. His warrior prowess cannot be denied, yet they don't reveal the secret that he hides, and all Melina knows is his protection and gentle touch, and she cannot deny how her soul has always seemed to answer his, and as they navigate a world where flying death riders conquer and burn, their love will ignite a firestorm that can only end in heartbreak or death or both.
So he turns into a dragon?
Yes, he's like a dragon shifter.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of excited about. One, because I like dragons, but two, I have never heard of dragon shifters.
Yeah. A were-dragon.
Yeah.
But he can choose.
Yes. So that's something I'm excited about this. One thing that I will say I'm hesitant about is the fact that it's like set in like different universe Rome. I don't know a lot about it. So, like, if the author didn't do a good job of bringing in actual Roman history / places,
you won't know.
I'm not going to know.
Right, but maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe.
So if there's also a universe Rome, then...
Yeah, but then I don't want to also be, like, read this book, love it, and then suggest it to people who do know and have them be like, this is the worst.
True.
But anyway, yeah, so that's my first one.
Okay.
Starting off strong.
Okay. Well, just as everyone by now is sure that you would go for romantasy, I'm sure people could predict that I would pick a Twisted Tales.
Yes.
So the first one on my list is one of the Twisted Tales, which, for those of you that are new listening in and don't know what a Twisted Tales is, it's a series of standalone novels that are based off the classic Disney tales, but like, what if? With added or changing part of the plot. So the one coming out this year that I'm looking forward to is How Far I'll Go, which is a twist in the Moana tale. It's coming out September 2nd, and it's written by Kiala Kendall.
Okay.
Which is cool because she's a Pacific Islander herself.
That
So
is nice that they did that.
yes. So in this one, after a devastating battle with Taka, who was like the lava spirit that the Tefiti turned into in the movie, Moana's worst fears are realized. The heart of Tefiti broke in pieces. She has no way to restore it. And Maui is frozen inside volcanic rock, and the darkness is creeping over her home island. So desperate to fix things, Moana stumbles upon an island already crumbling under the blight. All life on the island is gone except for one sole survivor, a young woman named No. Moana is relieved to find another wayfarer, even if the stranger is a little intimidating. Better yet, No has an idea how to fix the heart, using the tears of Tefiti, which are gems infused with the goddess essence. The tears are said to be scattered throughout the realm of the monsters, which is under where they went in the movie, where I can't remember his name now. Giant hermit crab lived.
Oh, the giant hermit crab. Okay.
Yeah, that's saying shiny. Tamatoa. There it was.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. So
I would have had no idea. So good job.
well, I only remember because I sang the first line of his song. He mentions his own name real quick.
Oh, he mentions his own name.
Yeah. And then that's September 2nd. That one's a bit away.
So what are you most excited about that one? Just that it's another Twisted Tale?
Well, because it's Twisted Tale, but also out of all the current modern Disney Tales movies that came out, I think one of my favorite.
It is a good one.
Simply because, like, as someone who likes mythology stories, like, you kind of get used to everything based off Greek and everything based off Roman stuff and everything based, off of German fairy tales. It was refreshing to see, like, Pacific Islander folklore being used.
That's fair.
Even if it got Disneyfied a bit, wasn't fully accurate. It was still nice to see that, and I want to see more.
Nice. I like that. Okay. So, my next one, if you watch my solo YouTube, I've mentioned this book that I am excited about just in passing. It is called Voice of the Ocean by Kelsey and Pichike, who is my favorite Sims creator.
So she has Sims videos?
Yes, she is they call her the mother of the 100 Baby Challenge.
Okay.
Which, if you don't know the Sims world, is this challenge where you have one family or you have one matriarch, and the matriarch role gets passed down to the youngest daughter.
Okay.
But basically you try to have 100 babies with one
blood family line.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're like 3 kids, the youngest daughter becomes a new matriarch.
Yeah.
And then she has to have kids.
Yeah. As the youngest daughter of the Siren Queen, Celeste's life is tightly controlled. Desperate to prove her worth, she intends to join the Chorus, an elite group of Siren warriors. With her final test on the horizon, Celeste must finally gain control over her temperamental song. But when Celeste encounters a seemingly harmless ship, helmed by the intriguing Prince Raiden Sharp, her path veers towards forbidden waters. Believing the handsome sailor to be innocent of any wrongdoing, Celeste defies Siren law to save Raiden's life, despite knowing he is the son of a king who has murdered many of her kind. The penalty for Celeste's betrayal should be death, but the queen offers her to right her wrong by assassinating the prince. Determined to first discover the truth behind the prince's clandestine mission, Celeste agrees to become human. So the human world is nothing like she expected, nor is the prince the charming and noble man she assumed him to be. But as Celeste finds her place aboard the ship, friendships and attraction begin to grow. Will Celeste be able to save herself, or will her choices unravel a kingdom, devastating sirens and humans alike?
Okay. Case. I do like that they called their battle troop the chorus, since sirens are about songs.
Songs, yeah.
Very nice. When does that one come out?
That one comes out April 22nd.
Okay.
So another April book.
Right. All right.
So I'm excited for that one because I like the author, even though she's never written a book.
So this will be her debut novel.
Yes.
Okay.
So it may totally suck.
But may not.
But it may not. It may be really freaking good.
Don't want to give an author a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one is called The Works of Vermin
Okay.
It comes out October 14th. It's another late year one for me. It's by, again, I hope I'm saying their name right, Chiron Enez, which if you were listening to at the end of last episode, I mentioned I got their debut book in my book haul. Showed it, Leech. And I haven't quite finished it yet, but I am captivated.
Really?
By their debut novel, yes. So hopefully this second book of theirs will be.
Yeah.
So the description basically said, enter the decadent, deadly city of Tilliard, carved into the stump of an ancient tree. In its canopy, the pampered elite warp minds with a toxic perfume, and in its roots, gangs of exterminators hunt the colossal worm with an appetite for beauty. In the complex, chaotic city, Guy Moulin has a simple job: to keep his sister out of debt. For her.
Okay.
Yes, it's like giant tree city, which got my interest and my growing fondness for the way Chiron writes. I'm excited. In a worm dragon.
A worm dragon.
Dragon that eats beauty.
Yes. Interesting. Okay. That seems like a very you book.
Yes. I mean, I like Beetlejuice and I like Dune to get more giant worms.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yes.
And that one comes out in October.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can add it to the Halloween list.
Halloween list, yeah. All right. My next one is called The Ripple Effect by Maggie North, which comes out June 17th.
Okay.
A grumpy, burnt-out physician and a sunshine psychologist must fake an engagement to save his whitewater canoeing/relationship therapy startup in this second novel from this author. Burned out former ER doctor Stellar Beard can solve any crisis except her own. But with her financial prospects dwindling, she'll do anything to stay in her beloved, pricey wilderness town. Even take a job as a camp physician at the Love Boat, an unspeakably touchy-feely whitewater canoeing relationship therapy startup. If there are sing-alongs, she's calling in sick. What's worse is the founder is Lyle McHugh, the sunshiny psychologist. That's literally what it says. So I did not add that.
So his nickname is McHuge. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally good. But I think it's based off of like the art on the cover. I'll explain. The sunshiny psychologist she's masterfully avoided since their disastrous hookup last year. Hard-headed relationship bean counter Stellar plans to dodge his pathological generosity from now until September. But after a scathing article puts McHugh's credibility into question, the two are forced into a fake engagement to salvage the camp's crumbling public image. So it says it includes a wonderful cast of campgoers, including a journalist intent on bringing the Love Boat down and an estranged celebrity sibling, plus a dash of corporate espionage. Wow, espionage. Not espionage. Espionage. Yeah, so on the cover, okay, it's them standing in like the river or like a pool of water, and he's like a built character. So I think it's McHuge just because he's supposed to be this, like, I'm sure there's a side to that.
I mean, this is a romance book, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But regardless, I'm excited about it because it's about a psychologist.
Oh, so my next book actually came out already.
Okay.
By the time we're filming this. It came out on January 13th this year, actually.
Okay.
But I included it because it's still 2025.
And do you have this book?
I do not have it yet.
Okay.
This one's called Friends, Lovers, and Other Gaslighters. 25 Tales of Terror and the Bizarre.
Okay.
So, one of the, it's not really a genre, one of the sub categories of books I like are like anthologies.
Oh, yes.
Like a bunch of books, a bunch of short stories together. So it's by B.A. Rees. Let's see. Since 2019, B.A. Rees turned out dozens of stories of dark thrills and edge of your seat suspense, garnering praise and attention, starting in Reddit on the No Sleep subreddit, which is like where they encourage people to write like horror short stories. Hence, the subreddit being called No Sleep. It's supposed to be like mini short horror stories.
Yes. Okay, wait, and pause. For those of you who don't know what Reddit is.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Reddit is like it's not really social media. It's like a
Call it social media.
I guess so you can interact with other commenters on there.
Yeah.
But it's like a big posting website, and where there's they call them subreddits, where it'll be like r for Reddit, r/ whatever topic.
Yeah.
You want to talk about dinosaurs? Go to r/dinosaurs. You want to talk about video games? It's divided into r/Sony, r/Nintendo. There's all kinds of subreddits, and there's one where people write mini horror stories called r/No Sleep. So if you're a horror fan, check it out sometime. They also do 2-sentence challenges where it's like write as a horror story that you can in 2 sentences.
Wow.
Like one of those, like cause inspired by the very classic 2-sentence horror story. The last man on earth sat in his house and he heard a knock at the door. So they got attention building up stories on there, and many of their stories have been adapted into audio books on podcasts, like audio stories, such as the No Sleep podcast and Creepy and other podcasts. So a lot of their works have been already made into like audio format. And now for the first time, BA is presenting a compilation of their writing in this story.
Nice.
The 25 tales represent an assortment of menacing stories such as hitchhiking ghosts to sentient scarecrows, all the way to vindictive vending machines. A washed-up star from a children's television show is hired to appear at a mysterious gathering. A woman returning home for the holidays finds herself drawn into a strange Christmas village. 2 girls bond at summer camp only to learn they each harbor a dark secret of their own. An ideal job comes with a shocking drawback. One thing that is expected from these stories is don't expect anything. She easily changes up her formula. They go to weird, dark places. Some are spooky. Some explore social aspects of soul-sucking jobs, opioid addiction, the lingering impact of isolation. More than anything, these stories are about the worst demons of all, those who abuse the trust you put in them to make you question yourself, your identity, and whether your loved ones love you back. This book provides a glimpse into a world of those who trick you into letting them into your life, and by the time you realize that they aren't your friend, it's already too late.
Interesting.
But it's of psychological horror.
Yeah, psychological horror is in there too. I like that. So why this anthology that's coming out?
Because after I was originally looking up like some horror style books coming out this year, and I saw them, and I went to the Reddit.
Oh, so you read some of them?
I read a few blurbs, and I really liked their style. I listened to them on any of the podcasts because I don't want any of the ones they did on the podcast to be in the book. I wanted to read for myself first, but I was very fond of their writing style, and I want to support their new book.
Nice. Okay, I like that. So my next one, pause, sippy. Okay. My next one is called The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley, which comes out July 8th. It is a slow burn enemies to lovers romance featuring a scholarly healer and a gentleman assassin set in an exquisite fantasy world.
Gentleman assassin.
Yes. Osric Mordaunt, a member of the Bayron Order of Assassins, finds himself in dire need of an expert healer. As fate would have it, that very healer is Aurene Fairheim, a member of his enemy order, the Halen. Aurene is desperate for funding to heal the sick, and so desperate that when Osric breaks into her office to offer her a bribe for her services, she must accept even if she loathes him. A forced collaboration ensues, and the brilliant woman in STEM is coerced into working with the PhD and murders, much to her disgust. Despite being enemies thrown together, as they work together to solve not only his illness, but a mysterious reoccurrence of a deadly pox, they find themselves ardently denying their attraction, which seems to only fuel the heat between. What made this, I added this part because it's really funny to me, is the tropes that are included in this book is enemies to lovers, which is one of my favorite tropes.
Right.
High interaction, slow burn.
Okay.
Which is they come together a lot, but they don't actually do
build the romance.
Anything right away. Yeah. Hyper competent idiots and evisceration as a love language.
I don't know how much of a trope that is. I don't know if that's a standard
I mean, it's pretty dark romance. That's
Mr. X a love language.
Standard love language.
I have carved these entrails for you, my dear.
So anyway, that's my
Mr. X has a love language. So what made you add that to your list?
the cover is really pretty for one.
Oh yes, you're a big cover art person.
I am. I'm a big cover art person. But also, like, one of my favorite books is Throne of Glass, which is about an assassin and, like, her journey. So I was like, okay, let's read about a boy assassin this time. That's why I'm excited for that one.
Is that your fifth one?
No. The next one is my fifth one.
You went first.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have gone through your 5 first.
2, 3, 4. My fifth one is next.
I'm confused. How did I get... I'm going on my 5th one right now.
Are you sure you have 5?
1. Ooh, I skipped one.
You skipped one. No, we're leaving that in.
Okay. Well then, I'm going to go next with Overgrowth
Okay.
by Mira Grant.
Okay.
That comes out on May 6th.
Okay, so that one's
It's one of the closer up form.
ish.
Yes. It's basically Annihilation meets Day the Trippins. If you ever heard of those 2 stories.
Not any of this.
It's a full-on body horror / alien invasion apocalypse.
Okay.
Since she was 3 years old, Anastasia Miller has been telling anyone who would listen that she's an alien disguised as a human,
Okay.
and that the armada that left her on Earth is coming back for her. But since she was 3 years old, no one has been willing to listen to her. Now, with an alien signal from the stars being broadcast around the world, humanity is finally starting to realize that it's already been warned and it may be too late. The invasion is coming, Stasia's biological family is on the way to bring her home, and very few family reunions are willing to cross the gulf of space for just one misplaced child. So what happens when you know what's coming and refuse to listen?
Interesting.
Yes.
That one's gonna make you think.
Yes. I love because that's why I put it on my list, because I love the whole, like, she's been saying she's an alien, her family's coming back. No one wanted to listen, and I don't want humanity to go extinct in this book, but I love when people who don't listen get their justice.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm interested to see how it becomes body horror.
Is it just the fact that she's an alien?
Well, that'd be the alien invasion part. But
Yeah,
I don't know if
transform.
and I don't know if that's body horror or I'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll have to do a review episode.
Yeah, of some of these books. Okay, so my last one is called Boys with Sharp Teeth. By Jenny Howell. That also comes out April 8th.
Okay.
So I have mine are pretty much all April.
You're gonna be all set in April.
I have a whole bunch in March too that I didn't put on here. So it's We Were Liars meets The Raven Boys in this mind-bending YA debut about dark revenge, twisted desire, and the sinister secrets lurking behind the walls of an elite boarding school.
Okay. So it's this person's debut novel as well.
Yes.
Or is it their YA debut?
I did not look that up. Swapping her ripped jeans for a crisp prep school skirt, Marion infiltrates Huntsworth to seek justice. But her quest is quickly muddled by a confusing attraction to her new life and the 2 dysfunctional and depraved boys who somehow understand her better than anyone ever has. When Marion uncovers otherworldly secrets the boys are hiding within Huntsworth's gates, the lines between right and wrong, love and hate, and nightmare and reality begin to crumble, and nothing is as it seems.
Okay.
So it's a very, I would say, turns out to be a dark academia
Sounds like it.
book, which I've wanted to find one that I like, because some dark academia, it's very mystery horror-esque.
Yeah. You don't like that?
And I'm not a huge fan of that. But this one is this one's also a mystery horror. But I don't know, something about it makes me want to read it and give it a shot, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go with my last one then.
Okay.
The Divine Flesh.
Oh.
Comes out March 4th. So I'll have a March one too.
Yeah. Hey.
By Drew Huff.
Okay.
Jennifer Plummer and the Divine Flesh have exactly 3 things in common. 1, they're trapped inside Jennifer's body together.
Okay.
2, they despise each other.
Okay.
And 3, they're in love with Daryl Plummer, Jennifer's ex-husband.
Okay.
When Jennifer takes an experimental wonder drug to free herself from the divine flesh's control, it only makes things worse. It expels the divine flesh from Jennifer's body, but now the divine flesh can, quote-unquote, love everyone in existence to death. Which in this case means being assimilated forever into the beast. So it has you join the divine flesh.
Okay, so...
Yes, it has you join the divine flesh. So it was inside, but now that it's free from Jennifer, it can assimilate people into it and love them to death.
Okay.
With time running out, it's somehow up to Jennifer and Daryl to save the universe from complete and total destruction. Can a dysfunctional drug mule and an electrician from rural Idaho stop this cosmic abomination before it's too late? Jennifer thinks maybe.
Okay. At the beginning, I was getting like Venom vibes. And now I am getting like the Blob vibes.
The cosmic.
Which isn't a bad thing. That's what it's giving me.
Some cosmic horror.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which is why I do like some good cosmic level horror.
Yeah.
But the whole it being trapped inside of her, and then she finally got rid of it, but now it's free to like consume everyone else.
Yeah.
Thanks to her selfish not wanting it anymore. Is a fun thing for me.
Oh.
A fun thing I want to explore.
Okay. Like that?
Yes.
Okay. So those are our anticipated reads.
Yes.
Do we have any honorable mentions? Because I can tell you that I do.
Okay.
If not, that's fine.
You start with yours.
Okay, I have to...
See if I can... I'm not sure if mine come out this year.
Oh, I do have an honorable mention.
Okay.
My honorable mention comes out in March.
Okay.
It's Summer in the City by Alex Astor.
I feel like I've heard that name.
Yes. She is also the author of Light Lark.
Ah.
So this is going to be her first contemporary romance.
Okay. Summer in the City.
What other ones do I have? I have a couple. This one is May, When the Devils Sing.
Oh.
By Zan Cower.
Okay.
It's a Southern Gothic horror novel where people come together in this small town to investigate a local teen's disappearance.
Okay. The other one I have listed for 2025 is technically out already, but like I think it was released only like in paperback form, and they're doing they've slowly been releasing them in like a hardcover form, what they're calling a lit RPG. Like a literary RPG.
Literary RPG, okay.
Where it's not like a choose your own adventure book, but it's like he's going on he's stuck in like an RPG-esque quest. Yes, March 11th.
Okay.
Is when the hardcover version comes out anyway.
So we have some March books that we'll get to get.
It's described as, can they be trusted? Welcome to the 5th floor of the dungeon.
Okay, nice. Do we want to do our current reads?
Like what we're currently reading?
Yeah.
Sure.
To end like we usually do to end the episode.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain more about Leech?
Yeah, I can go first.
So that's what you're reading?
Yes.
There's Leech, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said at the end of the last episode when I showed my book haul from Book Outlet, not a sponsor yet.
I know. So sad.
If any Book Outlet people are listening out there. But it's basically like 2 parasites vying for control of humanity.
Okay.
Humanity. And one that accidentally just got reawoken. And now the main parasite is freaking out because it could be a competitor. Yes. And the main character is the good parasite.
I like that.
So he's talking and like all the bodies he controls can like this isn't really a spoiler because he mentions it in like the first paragraph that you have to piece together. Like the bodies, the good parasite, because I don't have a name, assimilates, like, share a hive mind.
Okay.
Just it's not like they're all doing the same thing at the same time, but like
they're connected. Okay. Mine.
Yes, what are you creating?
Is Her Night at the Museum, which I have like probably 3 more chapters. Okay. I'm done with it.
Spell it out.
I'm super close. It's Night, like Knight.
Her Night at the Museum.
The museum gets this new statue.
Okay.
And basically the statue is actually a knight who got cursed in like the 1400s to turn into a statue. So like he's sentient, but he can't like move or do anything. So he figures out how to visit people in their sleep. So he visits this girl in her dreams and is like, hey, I'm a real human being. Like, you got to get me out of this. And so she kisses the statue, and then that like releases him from the curse. And so the book is about her trying to teach him about the 21st century, but also because he was like a $3 million museum piece, it like goes missing. So then she's also like in kind of sort of in hiding because like she's under suspicion because it was her job to like work on restoring the statue. And the statue is like such a gullible freaking character.
Well, he's from the 1400s.
Yeah, but like gullible, like his interactions with human beings are gullible. Not that he like doesn't. He's not gullible because he doesn't understand what's going on. He's gullible because he's literally just too trusting of an individual.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the book that I'm reading.
Okay.
So that's our episode.
Yeah. Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yes, we totally. We're gonna eat our candy. Doing this, and we had decided we were gonna take a nap beforehand, and that obviously didn't happen because we're not eating anything. But anyway, it is Valentine's Day when we
film this episode.
Or yeah.
Quick grammar reference.
Okay, yeah. So now you know we record 1 week in advance. No, that's it. Want to do our outro?
Well, thanks for checking out some books with us, and we'll check you out next time.